And to our Holy Community Oceania K, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada. Today is Friday, the 1st of August 2025, or the 8th of June in the 13th year of Chongyalguk. Thank you all for coming. And let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Chanji Chumpungninge. Kumoi. Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가전맨세 4. 전일국 주인 우리 가족은 참사랑을 중심하고 단일 부모님의 찬조 이사인 전주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 4. Our family, the owner of Chongyalguk, pledges to build the universal family, encompassing heaven and earth, which is the Heavenly Parent's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. Thank you. We'll share Father's prayer again at the Holy Wedding. With earnestness piercing and flowing from our hearts, we are aware that this is a time when this echoing, beating pulse and this one streak of the movement of blood and flesh felt in our hearts can replace the original heart. Heavenly Parent, as you brought about this one day that you sought over and over again for 6,000 years, we thank you for bringing about this day in history and for allowing your daughter to be able to set up the new course of a mother in front of the cosmos. I express my gratitude as this is a time, being a victorious day today, through which you have appeared in front of all things that have perfected their heavenly nature in the universe that you created, and that this time is one through which you have been able to claim victory for the first time in front of the satanic world by being equipped with a condition for liberation by finding this one day. I know that now is a time through which we can claim victory and Satan carries the sorrow of defeat, a time when our lives and satanic people's lives will be transposed. O heaven, please raise the banner of victory. O earth, please offer joy in return to the Heavenly Parent. Glory, glory, unending glory. I know that this hour is one in which heaven and earth come together in joy. May all descendants in the entire universe delight in this joyful time for eternity. Heavenly Parent, even if we are to die, allow us to march on toward the satanic world and invest our heart and soul in establishing your children as heroes within restoration as soon as possible, and to make this pledge to you. Please accept your daughter who has been established today, crown her with a laurel of victory, and allow her to become a daughter that can cut off all your sorrow and resentment. May the time ahead of us as of this day become one of victorious glory alone, and I sincerely hope that you are always present within the lives of all members. I pray this under the name of the person you have sent, Arju. Thank you, and let's give a welcome to Rev Yutaka as he shares this morning.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Hundoke. Today we will also begin the new day. Let's offer the happiness and also victory to our heavenly parent and true parents. Myself, I'm in Malaysia now, and today I will go back to Sydney. But tomorrow I arrive, then immediately I will go to Vanuatu again, and there is the inauguration ceremony of new national leader in Vanuatu. So I will go to the Vanuatu. So there are many movement. So I believe everything will be settled well, and we will start the new beginning. So please also support and pray for those providence. Thank you for your support all the time. And today is Friday, so we will have a transmission prayer this evening. And also there is the breakout session after Fundokai. So please join also. So thank you for joining this morning Fundokai, all brothers and sisters. Okay, so today let's start to share the epic history of the chosen Han people of Korea. So we read the things. The continuation of chapter 11, the marriage supper of the Lamb and the advent of the true parents. So we can start. So Mrs. Jean, please.
The coming of the only begotten daughter. On the 6th day of the first month by the lunar calendar in 1943, on the foundation of our Heavenly Parents' providence for salvation of humankind, the only begotten daughter, Han Hakja, the true mother, was born in Unju, in what is now North Korea. Her birth as the only begotten daughter, sent for the first time, came on the foundation of the merits of her ancestor, Jo Han-jun, a devoted patriot, and the devotional foundation built by her maternal grandmother, Jo Won-mo, and mother, Hong-sune Daemonim. Through their devout lives of faith in spiritual communities, including the Holy Lord Church, the New Jesus Church, and the Inside the Womb Church.
Thank you. So the story is going to finally the moment when true mother was born. So we could see this is the moment. There were many meeting with the several leaders and also receiving those heavenly preparation and fortune, and finally the era welcomed the moment of receiving the birth of the only begotten daughter Hakja Han Hakja, the true mother. So we can see that. So, completion of the providence of sending the only begotten daughter who came for the first time. So we could see there were all history in Korea and also the Christianity in the world level. Third Great Awakening in America. So it was happened during the middle of 19th century. In Choson, Pyongyang, a great revival. So those movement was connected to the Korean Peninsula. So there was many missionary from America, missionary from Europe. So those movement was happened to the Korean Peninsula, and God and also spirit-led faith. We could see the spirit-led faith, spirit-led church, spirit-led denomination established by Heavenly Parent, and 6 group were settled. So male spirit-led church side and female spirit-led faith. So Pastor E. Yondo, he was one of the important person. So unity with Christ through prayer and devotion. So his church is the important time, and under his officiate, the Han Seung-un 대부님, 혼순의 대모님. Those marriage ceremony was happened in 1934. So this moment was the moment of the confirmation of the birth of the only begotten daughter to mother in the Korean peninsula. So, Korea and the coming of the only begotten daughter. On the 6th day of the first lunar month in 1943, through mother, the only begotten daughter, Han Hakja, was born in Anju, South Pyongyang province, now North Korea. True mother was born on the foundation of grandfather Cho Han-jun's devotion, grandmother Cho Won-mo's dedication, the spiritual condition established by Temonim Honsune in spirit-led communities. So we can see this vision. She is the Lord's daughter, and you are like her nanny. So this vision is with the group, the Kim Son-do of the Holy Lord Church. This Holy Lord Church was also the one of the spirit-led community, spirit-led church. And prophecy, she will be heaven's bride, Ho Ho Bin's mother of the inside, the womb church. So Ho Ho Bin, she also received the liberation about true mother. That's why she mentioned that. She will be heaven's bride. This is the prophecy to true mother. So we can see the things. The birth of true mother, the only begotten daughter who came for the first time, Shinunri Anju Up Anju Gun. So this is North Korea. Anju. So this is the place of our true mother, where true mother was born. So Anju is a mother's place. So how about the true father's place? True father's place was Jeonju. So Anju and Jeonju, this city are actually located beside, just together. So Shinri Anju Up Anju Gun, this place is the true mother's birthplace. So birth of the true mother, we could see those things. So birthplace in Anju. True mother was born on February 10, 1943, January 6 by the lunar calendar. At 26, Shinunri Anjugun, South Pyongan province. So true mother was born at that time. So, okay, wait. So that's why this is also important things. So when true parents went to North Korea in 1992, right? So that time, they met the Kim Il-sung, and also there was the Providence to the parents, and also Kim Il-sung meeting. This was happened, and at the time, the parents visited to the father's hometown, the Jeonju, but that time they could not visit the true mother's place, Anju. So actually, after leaving from true mother's hometown, true mother never visited to her hometown. So can you imagine 1950, I think 1950, after true mother left from North Korea and to go to South Korea, after that, even until now, true mother never visited to her birthplace, Anju. So this is also one of the things. So we really pray and wish, really one day, if true mother could visit her birthplace, Anju, how much she will be happy to see that place. Okay, please. Sister Jenin,
The slide hasn't changed.
not changed?
It hasn't changed.
How about this?
No,
No,
it's still the
still-
same slide.
Not changing.
Not changing. Connection. You can see the house, right?
No,
No, nothing.
just that we see the words
Just the first slide, the very first.
coming of the only begotten daughter.
Oh, still fast, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You could not see anything.
Yes, that's right.
Now what can you see?
Still the first slide.
First slide meaning is
The coming of the only begotten daughter, 11.1. Just that slide.
Oh, really? Oh, I show many slide actually. Okay, just a moment. How about this?
You can see the picture now, yeah, completion.
But you didn't see this one before.
No.
Okay. Because after this one, I show this.
Mm.
Now changed, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I explain this kind of America or Choson, Pyongyang, and America missionary, Lee Yeondo, and also Daebunim, Demonim. Then this one already I read. This one, Korea and the coming of the only begotten daughter. So these things was happened, and this is changing, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So birth of true mother, the only begotten daughter, 신은리 안주읍 안주군. And this is the mother's house, like this. That's kind of the image. The
Yeah.
birthplace in Anju. So true mother was born on February 10, January 6 by the lunar calendar. So they visited to the father's place, Jeonju, but true mother still could not visit the true mother's birthplace, Anju. So we should pray and really we have to fulfill the unification of the Korean peninsula. Then finally true mother could visit her birthplace, Anju. So we have to pray for these things, and we should be the one who fulfill, support the unification of the Korean peninsula. Okay, please.
Prior to her marriage to Han Sunun Debunim, Hang Sunay Demonim received a revelation from Heavenly Parent that the Queen of the Universe will be born. Moreover, Pastor Lee Ho-bin testified that when a chosen man and woman marry and have a daughter, she will become the queen of all humanity. This contributed to the foundation for the birth of the only begotten daughter amid the spirit-led Christian community. After her marriage, Hongsune Demonim continued to devote her energy to her life of faith, preparing to receive the returning Lord. Through her efforts to separate from Satan's influence through the practice of her faith, she laid the foundation for the conception of God's only begotten daughter.
Yes, thank you. So Temonim visited or joined several denominations when she was 19 years old. She received many training, and she also created and prepared a foundation for welcoming the second Advent Messiah. So she was the devoted Christian and totally involved that. And under that kind of circumstances, she received the liberation from heaven. Please.
It was on the foundation of her devout spiritual life that Daimonim had received heaven's revelation that the Queen of the universe will be born. The only begotten daughter, true mother, was born after people had visions of her as the Lord's daughter, and following testimony from those around her that she will be the heavenly bride. Through these revelations, our Heavenly Parent's primary purpose for selecting the Han people as the chosen people was accomplished.
Yes, thank you. So there was many liberation that time. So Temonim received those liberation about through mother's birth. So through the Temonim offer the whole life and to create the foundation for birth of the only begotten daughter. Please. Mrs. Jin.
Hongsune Demonim raised Han Hakja, the only begotten daughter, as God's daughter, in a religious environment completely separated from Satan. Hongsune maintained an attitude that she was her daughter's nanny, taking care of her only on our Heavenly Parent's behalf. She fulfilled her providential calling to protect and nurture her precious daughter so that she could successfully accept and fulfill her mission and portion of responsibility as God's only begotten daughter.
Yes. How was the attitude of Honsune Temonim toward True Mother? Her position, of course, physically, she is the mother of True Mother. But what was her position or her attitude? She stand as the nanny behalf of heaven and continuously raise up, protect, and also support to our true mother, the only begotten daughter. That's why Temonim, there was those kind of mission which was given by heaven. So she received and she accepted and totally she offered the whole life and to fulfill her mission as the nanny, as the mother, and also the protector of the only begotten daughter. Please.
In 1945, 2 years after the birth of the only begotten daughter, the nation of Korea, where Heavenly Parent had established the chosen people, suddenly saw its liberation from Japan through the victory of the Allied powers in World War II. After preparations spanning 6,000 years of providential history, Heavenly Parent had brought about the birth of the only begotten daughter in Korea in 1943. Heavenly Parent had connected Christianity to the Korean peninsula so that the only begotten daughter could be found and received. On the basis of a revival through the Holy Spirit, Korean Christians created the conditions to welcome the only begotten daughter under heaven's protection. While preparing for integration into the nation of Daehan, Great Han, Korea, that inherited the tradition of the ancient Han dynasty established on the Korean peninsula. After the Joseon dynasty came to an end following Korea's annexation by Japan, the leaders of the nation dispersed in exile around the world, had various dreams for a new nation. Some envisaged a democratic nation centered on America and Christianity, others a socialist state centered on the Soviet Union and communism, and still others an independent nation state. However, they could not reach an agreement on establishing a nation centered on our Heavenly Parent's will.
Thank you. After World War II, there was the special moment when we see about Korean history. There was the Joseon Dynasty era, and also after that, there was the moment under the Japanese occupation and ending the World War II, and to going to the moment when they will establish the new nation. But during that moment, for 3 years, it was not established. So we could see North and South, and the America and Christianity or democratic side, and also Soviet Union or China and the communism side. Those battle was happened centering on Korean Peninsula. So birth of the only begotten daughter, it was the great happening in the history. And after that, the nation should be established, which could inherit the will of Taehan or Great Han. So under those wish of heaven, there was battle between God's side and also Satan's side. So we could see those special moment. So Korea and the coming of the only begotten daughter. 2 years after the birth of the only begotten daughter in 1945, the liberation of the Korean Peninsula took place in South Korea, centered on Christian leaders and inheriting the tradition of the Han Dynasty. The Republic of Korea emerged in 1948. So, the official name of the country, Republic of Korea, Taehanmin국, was formally approved at the 22nd session of the Constitutional National Assembly on July 1st, 1948. So finally, South Korea, Taehanminguk was established. So the core of Han philosophy, providential perspective, foundation for the only begotten daughter. Han inherits the tradition of the Korean Peninsula's first Han dynasty and Samhan, three Hans from Ko-Joseon. Taehan, Great Han means unification into one nation by heaven's mandate. So Heavenly Parent clearly revealed in the nation's name that the Republic of Korea must be unified, centered on the only begotten daughter. So we could see there was the heaven's expectation toward the Korean peninsula, and originally this nation should be established on the unification, on the one nation of the Korean peninsula. So while a republic in the Republic of Korea refers to a democratic state, the actual significance of the national name was decided based on Han. So those official name was proclaimed. Okay, please.
In response, Heavenly Parent guided the establishment of the Republic of Korea in 1948, centered on Christian leadership, preserving the identity of the Han people that had endured since Go-Joseon, Old Joseon Kingdom, some 4,000 years earlier. The name Republic of Korea, Daehanminguk, includes Minguk, which means a democratic state, with Han as the essential name. This Han inherits both the legacy of the first Han dynasty of the Korean peninsula, Go-Joseon, and the three Huns, Songhan, that carried on the traditions of Go-Joseon. And in addition, the addition of Dae means great or big to form Daehan, signifies unifying the nation under heaven's mandate. Through this name, Heavenly Parent revealed the intention that the Republic of Korea be unified, centered on the only begotten daughter, Hanhakja, by including it in its national anthem, the lyrics, God protect and preserve our nation forever, and the Korean people stay true to the Korean way. The Republic of Korea inherited and maintained the national spirit of connecting to Heavenly Parent's will, by which the Han people had been established as a chosen people.
Yes, thank you. So this is the moment when the heaven's will and heaven's nation was appeared, which has the identity of Korean Han people. So we could see this spirit. So under God's guidance, this nation was established. And also this paragraph mentioned that says, this Han inherits both the legacy of the first Han dynasty of the Korean Peninsula, Ko-Joseon, and the three Hans that carried on the tradition of Ko-Joseon. The additional of Tae, meaning great or big, to form Tae-Han, signifies unifying the nation under heaven's mandate. Through this name, Heavenly Parent revealed the intention the Republic of Korea be unified, centered on the only begotten daughter, Han Hakcha. So this nation was finally established. So we could see those flow. Okay. So the first Assembly Member Park Sun-sok's statement. I want to speak about using the two characters, Taehan. Why? Because our spirit originates from Taehan. Without this name, we cannot recover the spirit of patriots like Ijun and other predecessors who endlessly shed their blood overseas to reclaim this name. Recovering this name is our mission. And second, Assembly Member Cho Guk Hyun's statement. It's all about reclaiming our Taehan. Why did our patriotic martyrs, our national heroes, and our Korean provisional government make their sacrifices? It was all to reclaim Taehan. By using the national name Republic of Korea Taehanmin국, we revive the noble March First movement, proclaim it to the world, inherit the legitimacy of the Korean provisional government, and connect our 5,000 years of glorious history. Therefore, I stake my life on my absolute insistence that our national name must be Taehan. And this is the final slide today. Assembly member Chin Hok-sik's statement. Republic of Korea Taehanmin국 is a national name formed through the struggle of the March First Revolution, and I believe this historically glorious name will serve as the foundation for the national unification internally and become a source of pride in our national struggle externally. The national name must be Republic of Korea Taehanmin국. So we could see those things was established, and this is the base, and this was the proclamation at that moment of beginning of establishment of Republic Korea Taehanmin국. So we could see those person could understand the meaning to bring back of the name of Han. So because of these things, finally South Korea was established with the word of Han. So you can see these things. So today we saw those history of the Korean Peninsula, especially the reason or meaning or moment of the establishment of the new nation, South Korea, the Republic of Korea, Taehanmin국. So through these things, we can see the nation of Taehanmin국 was appeared on this earth together with the name with Han, the family name of our true mother. So when we see the history of Korean Peninsula, how heaven prepared the moment, prepared the birth of our true mother, and also prepared the nation of Taehanmin국. And through these things, there was also bigger hope and bigger plan for Korea and also Korean people to connect, welcome the only begotten daughter to mother. That's why they should realize those meaning of the heaven's will and also understand their identity. So we can see those history. So with these things, let's continuously go forward to share this message to our brothers and sisters, testify to also to our Korean friend, Korean people, and let's stand as the chosen people. So chosen people is also for Korean people, but in the same time, we should also stand as the chosen people, as the blessed families. So we can see those things. Let's pray well, support, and offer the victory to our heavenly parent and true parents. Thank you for joining today's morning, okay? Have a great time. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, for sharing, and that we can really see how the progress to creating Daehanminjuk took place. As you said, today is breakout sessions for those three groups. The first one being witnessing, the second peace and security, and the third for PCLC. So I'll just set up the groups, and please join the group you wish. Okay.
Morning, Reverend Yutaka.
Hi. Mm,
I shared my contact details for when I am in Malaysia. So
really?
if you're with they can contact me so I can catch up with them.
I'm in Malaysia now.
Well, we are visiting family at the moment in Malaysia,
Ah.
Leighton's family.
You are in Malaysia now?
Yes.
Really? Which city?
So we're at the moment on the east coast.
East.
So we are visiting,
Oh, because I will leave today.
but we have family all over Malaysia.
Oh.
Leighton is the of 10 children. So lots of brothers-in-law and nephews and nieces. Yeah, tomorrow we go back to Kuala Lumpur.
I see. I'm in Kuala Lumpur now. Please
Okay.
enjoy the time. My flight is 2 p.m. So I will leave today.
Oh, okay. Okay. We will be back tomorrow to KL. Anyway.
Okay.
In the chat, I left my phone number so you can pass that on to Malaysia Church. Okay.
Yeah, thank you,
Good to see you.
everyone. I hope everyone was able to share okay, and I even cut myself off this particular time, so that's fine. So thank you, and it's time for us to offer our unison prayer. So I'll just bring up the screen. There it is. Okay. And let's pray together. Thank you. Jew, Jew, Jew. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Rev Yutaka, for sharing, and I hope everyone has a great day, and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.